Hello everyone, welcome to a video that I actually, you know what, didn't want to make. So, Insomniac have been hacked, right? They've been ransomed, held hostage, whatever, some information. People want a lot of money for their information, but people, of course, they ignore that. Because we learned more about games than Insomniac, are making. We'll learn about when they come out. We'll learn about price points. Now, I don't want to talk about that in the video today, right? Because I'm not glorifying it, right? But I am pretty excited, So for example, I'll just say it. So Venom game, Wolverine game, X-Men game, Spider-Man 2 multiplayer, Spider-Man 3 being a two-part, all sorts. And all that stuff, I'm going to be honest with you, sounds fun. Sounds really fun. Sounds really great. I mean, I love Insomniac. I love what they've done with their Marvel universe. And I'm very excited to play. Even the leaked stuff of Wolverine looked absolutely incredible. But it wasn't really stuff we were meant to see yet anyway. But, I've never been against leaks in that regard. That stuff has never really bothered me. You can choose to look for them. Obviously it affects the developers. It's not amazing. But there is sort of a level of it's still, it's fun, right? And they can bounce back. They can just pretend to ignore it and just carry on their marketing thing like normal, you know what I'm saying? But the difference is that this information that these people have gotten for this money has dev information, has information on the Marvel license, has price points, has everything. It even has stuff on Gorilla, another PlayStation studio, the people who did Horizon Forbidden West, Zero Dawn, and Burning Shores or something like that. So obviously it's a bad time for Insomniac at the moment, and that's not the only game studio that's gotten leaks, right, that have just been completely off the wall. Rocksteady got some for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League literally the other day. Well, not really the other day, but more has come out and people aren't happy about it because it's out of context. We're obviously not playing the game. You don't really know what's actually happening until you've played it. And that's the same thing with, what's happening here. And I think that, unfortunately, it's kind of, so as fun as the Insomniac leaks seem, I think it's kind of really shown how toxic the communities are surrounding these properties and this IP and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Because even, look, as much as you can be excited for it, all you've got to do is take a look on Twitter and see people absolutely dogging on alpha footage for Wolverine, which is bonkers, you know what I mean? And then saying, oh yeah, Insomniac deserve it, the Spider-Man 2 wasn't up to my standards, so they deserve to get bloody doxed, you know what I mean? And people are going to tell me in the comments, no one said that, bro. But if you're terminally online like I am, you're going to see things like that. It's just the way it is. And I don't really know why I'm making this video. I feel like it's because I just feel so confused about how to feel about this situation, I would love to be able to go on Twitter and be like, woo, Wolverine sounds sick, Venom game, let's go, X-Men, are you mad? You know what I mean? And I would love to be like, woo, Spider-Man 3 confirmed, even though it's kind of obvious. But when you've got that sort of level of oh yeah, but what about the devs though? The devs that are going to be definitely affected by this, the devs whose information is, been taken from them, it's absolutely unfair and it's horrific. There's such a level of sadness with that, and I feel like people just kind of aren't understanding that, and it sucks. So what I'm going to do probably in future is I'm not going to talk about these leaks in shorts or anything like that. That's not going to be my intention. I'm not trying to, I'm not going to try and milk it for views. This is purely I kind of just wanted to talk about it because it just kind of makes me a little bit sad. But it also makes me sad because I don't feel like I can be excited for it because it under the means that it is, it's not great, so if you guys are watching this and you care, whatever, send some love to Insomniac, send some love to Rocksteady, the guys need it at the moment, I've seen developers say, who worked on Suicide Squad, for example, that they may never work on a franchise property again just because the hate and the leaks and everything's just sort of become too much for them, and that makes me sad, man, because without game devs, we have no games. No one seems to hate game devs more than the people that play their video games, right? So hopefully that can sort of change. But thank you all for watching anyway. Yeah, it sucks.